articrafts. So if you are implementing the HANA, most of cases will use the compared to the classical model of programming. If you use advanced mode of programming with the new articrafts, that part we will discuss. And next, our main focus will be the database, HANA database. Okay, how to handle HANA database? We are going to okay, we are going to discuss about the HANA database. Okay, HANA database, SQL and SQL script concepts we will discuss. At least 6 to 8 hours concept is there. SQL and SQL script. We'll discuss about what are the how to create SQL tables, what is the difference between row store and column store, and how to create a trigger, sequence, synonyms, and these are all top views. These are all topics we are going to discuss. And along with that, we are going to discuss about the SQL script, how to create a procedure, how to create a function, how to access functions and procedures in a programs. These are all we are going to discuss in a HANA DB SQL. And after that, we are going to discuss about the modeling, HANA modeling. Actually, outside HANA modeling is they will take as a separate course. We are going to discuss about HANA modeling also. Okay, HANA modeling, calculation view, analytical view, attribute view, how to create dictionary objects with HANA models, and how can you consume this in the tools called Vira and other web reports, how to generate the reports, and we'll generate 1 or 2 reports from Vira also, and we'll have end-to-end detailed explanation on modeling also. Okay, you can become a modeling expert also by end of this course. And later we'll concentrate on PRI and OData. Okay, we are going to discuss how to generate OData with the SCGW transaction, and how to generate the data with the CDS views, how to generate OData with the XS OData. These are all parts we are going to PRI. We are concentrating as a back-end development as well as front-end development. How to create? I'll show you how to create a sample application using PRI Web IDE, how to create, how to consume the tables which is created from OData service, and using that how can you generate the front-end application. That also we'll see. And we are also discussing about the apps, transactional app, analytical apps, and the fact sheets, how to configure, and what is the control catalog, what is the group, how to configure the as a PRI Launchpad, okay, LPD cast and roles. These are all we are going to discuss. Okay, that is a part. And coming to the advanced HANA programming, we are going to the XS advanced and XS extended services. There we are going to discuss about XS OData and XS JavaScript program, server-side JavaScript program. These are all topics we are going to discuss. Okay, this is the overall course structure. Okay, coming to okay, now let us start the programming. Let us start the course. Okay, S4 HANA program, SAP HANA programming on S4 HANA. Okay, we are 80% of our course covered in S4 HANA programming, and we are going to cover in sidecar approaches. Both the scenarios we are going to cover in this course. Okay, now like today actually last session, introduction session, I explained about the course content. What are the course content I am going to explain? So just please go through that day 1 session. There I'll explain about the my plan of action for the next 45 days, and what are the concepts I am going to cover. These are all explained. So if you go through the session 1 demo session, you can get more clarity about the concepts which are course structure and concept which I'm going to discuss. Okay, now today just we are going to discuss about HANA introduction and what are the different types of programming techniques we'll use, and I'll show you some little system demo also, how web programming is changed in HANA, and what are the different types of objects are available in HANA programming, HANA application server programming, what are the tools, ADT tools, web development tools, and I'll show some programming designing in the HANA Studio. HANA Studio is the Eclipse-based tool where we can do the programming of HANA or HANA DB or application, HANA application development or Fiori application development. Everything there is an integrated development tool, IDT. Using IDT, we can do these are all the developments. Okay, we are going to discuss about these are all concepts now. Okay, just first of all, as an introduction, okay, HANA is a high performance analytical architecture. Okay, HANA high performance analytical architecture. What are the components on HANA and tools? Everything we'll discuss. Before discussing that, actually last session also, I given some introduction. Again, I'm going to give the little bit of introduction again. Okay, HANA works on in-memory database. First of all, if you are talking about HANA, you have to talk about in-memory database. What is in-memory database? How it is different from the traditional database? Okay, and how it effective compared to the traditional database? Okay, in-memory database, the data is going to store at the RAM level. Okay, compared to the traditional database system, data is going to store at the DB level, server DB level. Okay, here data is not all the data, whatever you are doing regular reporting, the data is going to store at the RAM level. See how it differs if you store in RAM and if I store in a hard disk. I'll give you the simple example. Okay, we are sitting in a cabin. Okay, so you need water, like you are sitting in your cabin for 8 hours. If you need water, what you are doing, you are regularly just going to pantry and you are taking the glass of water and you are coming back. In a day, you are doing 8 to 10 times. Okay, at least you are spending 20 to 30 minutes time for only going and coming. To avoid that, okay, iterations, what is the best way? Okay, what is the best way to come out of that situation? The best way is you keep a glass of, bottle of water. Okay, bottle of water, whatever water you can drink in a day. So you keep the bottle of water with you. So whenever you require, you can directly consume from there only. No need to go and search for anywhere. Okay, on the fly, you can get the data. Okay, that is the concept of in-memory. In-memory database, the data is available at the on the fly also. Okay, so that is the concept. Here there is a row based column and these are all things are there. Let us go in detail. Just I'll give you some introduction and later I'll show you the system demo, so it will give you the more clarity. Okay, rather theory and some practical things also I will show today, so it will give you more understanding about HANA programming. Okay, so our session is mostly programming oriented, so I'll do lot of I'll show you lot of scenarios, like my entire teaching is practical based. So for every example, I'll take every scenario like ADP, CMDP, or CD, in every scenario, I'll take 4 to 5 examples. So you also do lot of practice on that. Okay, so you have to do a lot of work on that to get expertise on this. So just please put all the efforts in the while getting this knowledge. Okay, so coming to database technology. Classical database, you already know, data is going to store at disk storage. Okay, okay, data is going to store at disk storage. Whenever we write a query, it will be executed at application server. From application server, it will extract the data from the DB. From DB, it will show it to the L. Okay, this is the concept. So here it will get the switch and get the data from the hard disk memory, and it will pick the data and it will show. Okay, it will take more time to go and search in hard disk. Okay, if you asking for any data, it will take more time to go and check in hard disk. For this only we got the solution like in memory. Okay, in memory concept. In memory concept is a solution for this one. Okay, in memory database means all the data from the source system stored in the RAM memory. In conventional database, data is stored in hard disk. Okay, SAP in memory database waste no time to loading the data from the hard disk to RAM. Okay, it will provide the very faster access the data because of multi-core. Okay. So HANA database takes advantage of in-memory processing. Okay, it will take advantage in-memory processing to deliver the fastest data services. Okay, it will give the fastest data retrieval speeds. Okay, so some companies like retail companies and utilities companies, IS utilities companies having huge amount of data. Okay, daily millions of transactions are coming into the system. So to analyze this entire data, like HANA is very important. Okay, like normal daily 100 to 200, there is no use. There is not that much impact in performance. There are daily millions of thousands of daily thousands of transactions are coming and adding into system. So that time we have HANA is the best solution. Okay, HANA works on the in-memory computing. Okay, here data will have application server and data layer, database layer, and data is going to store it data layer. And while writing the program, previously if you write any program, it will extract the data from the data layer. Okay, from data layer it will extract the data. Okay, we'll do all the processing. After extracting the data, we'll do all the processing at application level, like read, loop, all the state. First, it will extract the data from their application server, like ITAB, ITAB 1, ITAB 2, ITAB 3. We are looping and reading the ITAB. Finally, we are getting the final internal table. Now, what we are doing, entire logic in selection only, write everything. Like arithmetic operation, control structures, and string operations, whatever things you want to write the logic, everything you done in application server. That's the main advantage. Okay, so introduction about HANA. If you talk about introduction of HANA, we know about BW HANA. What is the BW HANA? Okay, BW HANA means sidecar approach. Okay, apart from we have ERP system, parallel to ERP system, will maintain HANA system. Okay, data will be replicated from R3 system, R3 database to HANA system with the real-time replication. Okay, there is a concept called SLT, System Landscape Transformation. Otherwise, one more tool called BODS, Business Object Data Services. Okay, these are the tools available with us which will transfer the data from the R3 to HANA database. Okay, so here parallel to R3 system, we'll have HANA database is there where we will have the same data replication of R3 data in HANA database. So advantage of this sidecar approach is we can create the performance reports directly from the HANA. Okay, performance oriented report directly HANA because we are replicating the database into HANA database. HANA database may be linked to some BI or BI, BW or BO modelings. So using that we can create a models. Okay, so there is a concept called ADBC where we can link between the application server and database, and using that link you can get the data from the secondary database. Suppose like SCOPA reports, MRP reports, where you need huge amount of data processing, you can go for this approach. Okay, this is called sidecar approach. Okay, next one is Business Suite on HANA. This is also okay, Business Suite on HANA. Actually, now I am saying my HANA server is very fast. Okay, if you done like 4 to 5 transactions at a time, also it will be very fast. Okay, then why I have to maintain multiple servers? Okay, here we will connect it to HANA DB directly. Okay, it may be different application servers, it may be different apps, it may be different BW configurations. So we will connect to your app directly. Okay, this is the advantage of Business Suite on HANA. So we have query also on top of HANA database. A web program also you can write on top of HANA database. BI, BW reports also you can do top of HANA database. There is no need of replication. Data replication is not required. Background jobs is not required. These are all not required once if you go for HANA database, Business Suite on HANA, which is business applications on HANA. Okay, here this is a detailed picture. So we have sidecar approach where we'll have primary database as a connection, and we'll have secondary database which will pick the data from the HANA database, and it will show you the reports with the web programs. Okay, so this is the concept. Are you clear? Are you following me? Here in the application server, HANA as a DB, you can have like CDSU, CMDP, and HANA ALV. These are all articles you can implement HANA as a primary database. Okay, HANA is a secondary database. We will implement ADBC and AMDP. We will get the data from the secondary HANA database server. From primary HANA database server, you can implement all the articles, HANA articles directly. Okay. So are you following me? So I'll show you some system demo also. So Amal and Kapil, are you clear? Whatever we are discussing, Amlan.
Yes.
Are you following me? Yeah. Geeta, or are you clear?
Yeah.
Any doubts till now?
Clear. No.
Yeah. Actually, about course content, I think you are attended last session also. You are not attended initial demo session. Please go through that video so you can get the course what we are like. It is a end-to-end HANA development. Like some of the courses they will take only modeling. Some people will take only this ABAP, ADBC, and CDS only ABAP. Here we are going to cover entire HANA programming, any type of thing in S4 HANA or Sidecar HANA or Business Suite HANA, any type of programming you can do. You can be a full-fledged HANA developer with this course. Okay, that is the main advantage. This is designed in such a way. Okay, we are going to give some introduction, like idea about simple finance and how the tables are changed in simple finance, simple logistics, and external reporting tools. These are all covered. Okay, if you go to course content, you can get more clarity on this. Okay, it is more interactive. In a regular session, you can unmute any time and you can have a call. Like always, I'm supporting for more interactive sessions, so everybody will get clarified if it is more interactive. Okay, and I'll also focus on more practical based. Every concept I'll take 3 to 4 examples and different level, basic level and advanced level and critical examples. I'll show you, and I'll show you some real-time scenarios also to how to overcome the different project issues. Everything we are going to discuss. Okay, now let us continue. So one more thing is parallel processing. Parallel processing is it is a like one person will finish work in 10 days. Okay, 10 persons together, how many days? 1 day. 1 day it will take, because the work is divided into multiple subtasks. Okay, that will be processed by multiple processors at the same time. Okay, this is the one of the reason for the, and main reason is row based column. It is very important. Row based column, it will compress the data like more than 50%. Okay, more than 50% of data compression is possible with the row based column. Okay, so in column store, we will store the data in column wise. Okay, normally if you talk about traditional database, we'll have a row store. In HANA database, it will supported as a column store. The advantage of the column store, will compress the data, and while analytical and it is very fast, because we are having the column access, direct column. Like if you want to do aggregate, direct column access, we can do the aggregations very fast. Okay, it is always used to advised to use column based in HANA. Okay, aggregation functions, calculations, calculation engines, everything work on column based only. It will have almost 20 to 30 times better performance than row store in aggregations. Okay, again, if you do a single select single, it won't that much effective in a column store. Select single is effective in the row store. Okay, this is the concept. If you take a table, table is stored as the rows and columns. Okay, so we'll have row store. Row store means row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, something like that. Okay, column store means column. Country 1 column, product 1 column, sales 1 column. You are storing the data as a column based. The advantage of the column store is a compression. Suppose if you are talking about gender, how many records like gender, if you are having 1000 records, like gender is 1000, but if you put in a column, what are the distinct values for the gender? Only 2. Okay, we are saving 998 record space you are saving because of column store. Okay, so we are like, there is a special algorithms are there. We are going to explain about algorithms in next sessions, how system is doing calculation effectively in column stores. What are the architecture behind the column store, the technical architecture. We are going to discuss that also. Okay, compared to like if you discuss about this row store and column store. Row store, select single is very fast, and select sum is slow, because you have to go for row 1, row 2, like if you want to do aggregation, row 1 1300, row 2 750, row 3 115, like that. Each row you have to select and you have to aggregate. Okay, that's why select sum is slow and select single is fast in row store. At the same time, column store, select single is slow because it has to go for first column, pick the order number, second column customer name, third column currency, okay, fourth column amount. Select single is slow, select sum is very fast because everything in the single line. Okay, so easily with the single cursor we can get the data and we can analyze. Okay, that's why we are suggesting the row store whenever we have less amount of data, like 100 records, 200 records in the table. That type row store is advisable, and there is no repetition of data. All are text tables and there is no repetition of data. Then row store is advisable. Okay, we have huge amount of data, and in that data also there are lot of repetitive, like employee name, like gender or designation. These are all lot of repetitive data is there, and we have more amounts and calculation like amounts and quantity. These are all data is there, analytical related data is there. That time we are going with the column store. Okay, row store with column store. That is the concept. I'll explain detail about column store, how it works. Okay, this is a different mechanism. Next session it will take 15 to 20 minutes. So in regular tomorrow session I'll explain that. Okay, what is the logic behind the column store. Okay, coming to S4 HANA. S4 HANA is a new version of HANA. SAP introduced 2011 as a normal in-memory database, and 2012 they introduced as a HANA platform and BI systems, BW HANA, and later they introduced a business suite on HANA, and after they introduced like a new brand. 2016 they introduced, 2015 end and 16 beginning they introduced as a new brand as S4 HANA. S4 HANA is a new brand name of SAP. Okay, S4 HANA is a new brand name of SAP. Okay, new brand of SAP, which is working on backend HANA database, front-end Firia. Okay, it is an extension of SAP. It is extension of traditional R3 system. Okay, so it is a just branding, new brand. Like we have iPhone 5s. Okay, after 6s, 7s. Whenever Apple adding some features, they are changing their brand also. Like Samsung, anywhere. If you talk about mobiles or automobiles or anywhere, when while they are changing the features, most of features if they change, they will changing their brand. So what is the advantage? Suppose you have iPhone 5s or 6s. So there are a new phone got released with the new features with the same name. So do you sell this? Do you dispose this old mobile and you can do you buy a new one with the 5S same brand? No. If it is a renaming as if they're positioning brand as a new brand like a 6X or 7S new brand with the features, so we'll say okay, mine is new brand. Previously that is old brand. So increment my brand is advanced something. Like that, SAP also they given R3. We have R3. Okay, advanced to R3 is S4. Just we discussed R3 increment, R3 increment, R3 plus 1. Okay, PQR. What is the PQR? After P, Q, after R, S will come. PQRS. Okay, R plus 1, S. 3 plus 1, 4, S4. Database is HANA database. They are saying simple for HANA, suit for HANA. There are so many reasons behind S4 HANA. This is one of the strong logic behind the name of S4 HANA. Okay, someone is having some query. Let us see. And Geeta, just anybody having queries, you can raise your hand. Otherwise, you can type your question so we can answer. Yeah, tell me, Geeta.
Yeah, I'm not able to see the screen. Yeah, I'm not able to see the screen. In the screen, nothing is shown. That's why I just raised the hand.
Everybody having same issue? Everybody able to see the screen? Kapil, are you able to, like, anybody having issues? Like Srinivas Reddy, Amal, everybody able to see the, just you check it from your side. Now I am in the screen S4 HANA. I open the screen
I'm not
S4
seeing
HANA.
that. Okay. No, I'm not seeing that. Sometime I was able to see row store and column store. After that, it is displaying that initial screen. Let's get started on the screen.
Maybe your
Repeatedly,
network
it
is
is showing the screen.
Hmm.
It's due to network.
Can you log out or log in again with the same link? That is
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
immediately. Just I will wait for 2 minutes. Just it won't take more than
Okay.
2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. In meanwhile, tell me, Srinivas Reddy, any queries?
Are you able to hear me?
Hi. Yeah. Tell
Yeah,
me, Srinivas.
yeah, Venkat. Actually, you said that HANA is as an accelerator. What it means, is it like existing? If the client who is already using Oracle database, if they want to put the HANA in between and they want to take the purpose of take the advantage of HANA, then that time it is like as an HANA works as an accelerator for that purpose.
I'll
Or
tell you. I'll tell you. I'll
yeah,
tell you. There are two types of deployments are available in HANA. Okay. HANA as an accelerator, that is sidecar HANA. HANA as a primary database, like HANA as a secondary database and HANA as a primary database. Let me go to that screen. Yeah, here. Okay. HANA as a primary database and HANA as a secondary database. HANA is a secondary database as an accelerator. We are not disturbing HANA SAP R3 landscape. Okay, we are having SAP R3 landscape. We are not disturbing SAP R3 landscape. Without disturbing the SAP R3 landscape, we are having one more parallel database, like how we are having BI BW systems, like parallel you will maintain, right? Data will be replicated dynamically or periodically. So we'll have parallel DB system, HANA DB. So data will be replicated on real time or periodically to HANA DB. From there you will take reports. Okay, there is a special mechanism. We can write ADBC, like a DBA cockpit ADBC connection we can maintain between the application server and secondary database. Okay, you can maintain communication between the secondary database and application server. You can write a ABAP program which will pick the data from the secondary data. Normally we'll pick the data from primary database, right? We can write a program which will pick the data from the secondary database. Are understanding? Here normal primary database will pick the data, will write an application program which will pick the data. Now from the secondary, it is a data is replicating from normal ABAP schema to HANA DB. HANA is not directly connected, it is connected separately. So we can write a secondary database connection. We can write a program which will pick the data from the secondary database, which is indirectly connected to application server, like COPA reports, which is having more processing, because this both the database have synchronized. So I can write a report which will take from secondary data, that is accelerated HANA. So there is no disturbance on current landscape. Okay, one more is primary database. HANA is a primary database. Here we are replacing the Oracle database with HANA database. This is also called Business Suite HANA. Okay, new brand is S4 HANA. We are replicating the existing Oracle DB with the HANA DB. So we'll full-fledged HANA we can use here, and HANA artifacts like CDS, AMDB, ADBC, ALB, ADA. These are all HANA modeling. Everything is available here. We can do everything. Clear?
Yes, yes, Venkat. Thank you so much. And one more question is like you said you'll be having the daily practical examples you'll be showing, and at the same time, if you show 4 examples, and are you going to, is the session is designed in such a way that you are going to give a daily assignment kind of another 4 things for us to do practice for us?
Yeah, assignments I'll do. Like I'll tell you. Okay. Here we are not going to design new requirement. Like see, SAP, I think we are working for more than 5 to 10 years, or so many years we are working. We are getting regular requirements. Okay, requirement will not change. So like most of reports, whatever regular reports are getting same, but the way of designing is changed. Suppose sales order report is there. Okay, previously in R3, whatever fields, whatever structure, output structure they are asking, now also almost they will ask same structure. But previously we are writing data to code, means we are creating internal table VBAK, VBAP, VBRK. We are not using joins also. We are getting data into internal table. You are using read, loop. These are everything. Finally, you will put into some final internal table. You are doing the report. That is the traditional classic way of reporting. That way is now it is changed to the dynamic, like new way of programming. That is like we can create a CDS view. CDS view is a like we can while creating the view, we can write logic also, arithmetic logic. New OpenSQL, like in select query itself, you can write a logic. Inside select, you can do arithmetic operations and string operations, everything. Okay, like that way of programming got changed. AMDP, database procedures you can use. Okay, ADBC, we can connect it to secondary database. So same requirement with this, we'll explain 6 to 10 different processes of data extraction. Same concept, different ways you can do. So the requirement is same. How can you implement with the different ways, different scenarios that you have to practice. Clear?
Yes, Venkat, thank you. That's the last and
Yeah.
final one. Just this is a technical related. I will check with the technical team, but just want to know is like this record session is right now not available. Right now, only audio tab is there, or the screen tab is not showing in my screen. So I will check.
Actually, this demo session, after the demo, like first 1-2 sessions, immediately after the session, we are going to get recorded file, uploaded file, so you can download and
Link. Okay,
okay. So you
that's
can
okay. That's very good. Yeah.
last session and today's session, like first 2-3 sessions, they will share with you, and after that
Okay.
you can record yourself with GoToMeeting. If you are missing any session, if you cannot able to record, if you request them, they will support you. Okay, they will send you that
Okay.
recording if you're missing any recordings.
Okay. Actually, I got the steps how to record ourselves. So, but actually here I can see the session is being
No, no,
recorded
no,
in the
no.
at the end of the.
No
So I but
issues, no issues. They will share all the recordings, first 3 sessions. After that also they will share you on the request basis. You can also have option, like first 2-3 sessions we
good.
don't have option, like
Good.
okay, clear?
Understood. Yeah. Thank you so
Anybody?
much, Venkat. Yeah. Please carry on.
Yeah, very good, very good. Thank you. And Prasanna, any query? Hi, Prasanna. Yes, I am R by 3 plus 1. That screen only. Monica. Okay, I think the issue is. And Sri, do you have any queries? Sripal?
Yeah, without BW knowledge, can we attend this course?
Yeah, BW knowledge is not at all required. Okay, if you have minimal ABAP knowledge, like what is minimum ABAP knowledge is enough. BW is like we are not. We are going to discuss modeling from the scratch. How to create calculation view about database, SQL and SQL script. Everything I'll discuss from the scratch. So there is no need of BW knowledge. By end of the course, you can able to design your own modelings. Okay, you can design your own analytical. There is no, and again I'm telling you, for this entire course I'm explaining from the scratch all the development, like modeling and SQL script, okay, and Access Advanced. These are ANA related everything I'm going to discuss from the scratch. And this is required object oriented knowledge also. Like I'll take once 2-3 hours separate session who are not having a strong object oriented concepts. I'll explain them also. I'll explain pure object oriented concepts, and next I'll go for this one. Minimum ABAP knowledge is required. Like if you don't know what is data dictionary and what is internal table, that will be difficult. We can manage, but it will be difficult. I am expecting everybody having a minimal ABAP knowledge. Okay, at least practical knowledge, theoretical, no need to be expertise, because here coding is entirely different. We won't use traditional coding. That is a requisite. Okay, here there is no BI knowledge required. End of the course, you can able to do your own modeling. Okay, HANA modeling. Okay, everything will be teach from scratch.
Okay, for who doesn't have the ABAP knowledge, are you providing any something
basic documents we are going to provide, and any weekend I'll take one session, 4 to 5 hour session, and which will give the introduction about what is like. Without that also you can manage, like whatever I'm discussing, there is no backend is required. So I'll take separate session for them, so they can easily cope up with this course. Okay.
Okay. And
yes.
One more thing, suppose if I have completed this session, what roles I can able to handle in the further jobs?
Yeah, very good question. Very good question. Okay, it is depend upon your background. Like if you are having a 3-4 years minimum 3-4 years experience in ABAP, you can show like a moral experience as a ABAP plus HANA ABAP. Okay, HANA ABAP means special HANA artifacts I'm going to discuss. Like you are having a 5 to 6 years experience as a traditional ABAP consultant. Currently you are working on S4 HANA sidecar ABAP as a ABAP consultant. That is one role. And next role is HANA modeling. HANA modeler, there is no experience on ABAP required. There is no prerequisite like you have to be a technical ABAP consultant or nothing. Just modeling from the scratch we'll discuss. Directly you can go as a modeling consultant. You can put 2-3 years modeling experience, and we are going to discuss SQL and SQL script. So based upon SQL script based knowledge, we'll show you some Lumira tools. So overall, we can put end-to-end modeling developer. That role also suitable. And one more role, HANA native developer. Okay, HANA native developer means Access JS, Access OData, and like Web ID related, HANA Web ID related, pure database level, HANA database level programming. There is no ABAP. Like there are two things: database layer and application layer. Okay, if you are native HANA developer means you are entire programming in database level. Okay, that also we can you can suitable for that role. And HANA Fiori consultant, like we are going to discuss about Fiori apps. How can you deploy Fiori apps on HANA? How to create OData services? How to create a Fiori app, simple Fiori app. Like here, just I'll give you some introduction. Like I cannot in this time. I am Fiori architect also, but due to the schedules, I cannot cover entire concept scenarios. I'll give you one or two scenarios in this. So you have to put more efforts on Fiori. I'll help you how to expertise on those activities. You can be the HANA Fiori consultant, not normal Fiori, HANA Fiori consultant. Okay, there are so many opportunities. Like based upon your interest, by end of the course you can come to know this is my interesting area. I got more interest in that. So you have to explore there, and I'll support you on that. I'll give my contact details and mail everybody. Everybody can get it. So you can do your own practice. I'll give you more assignments. Suppose I want to be an expert in modeling, so you can take that path. Okay, this is multiple paths are there. That is the advantage of this course. Okay, clear, Sri?
Yeah.
So good. All the best. Bye. Okay. Prasanna.
Yeah. Hi, Venkat. Prasanna here.
Hi, Prasanna. How are you? Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Sorry, I joined late. I had a quick question on HANA as an accelerator, secondary database that you are showing. So, so in this sidecar approach, we can still use ABAP and HANA skills to improvise on existing reports or existing programs that we have in SAP ECC.
Yeah, that only. You are in ECC, like you are in R3, normal R3, like any DB. Okay. Parallelly, right. you are maintaining HANA DB. Okay. HANA DB is not a primary database. So you can write a report using ADBC techniques, which will extract the data from the sidecar HANA DB. Okay. So with that, using that sidecar HANA DB, you can get the report fast, like COPA reports or MRP report, where you have to use like a large amount of data processing is required. So in place of primary DB, you are getting the data from secondary DB. That is the concept. So you can use AMDP and you can use ADBC technique. But full-fledged like CDS and these are full-fledged HANA artifacts you cannot use because it is a sidecar only. Okay. If you are using primary database, then you can use all full-fledged thing. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. Yeah, I have a couple of following questions actually. The first question is, if we are using HANA as a sidecar or secondary database, can we have OData services or Access JavaScript services developed or built using HANA?
Obviously,
Okay.
obviously. So in sidecar approach, your HANA database is standalone. Okay. You can say. So on top of HANA database, you can use HANA Studio. You can develop Access services on the HANA database.
Okay. And
so
suppose if I'm creating a OData service on the secondary database,
exactly.
Then where will I register my OData service? Will it be in the front-end server or on the HANA database?
No, front-end, like we'll have connections, right? So OData services, there are two types of generation of OData services. Like if you talk about Access OData is generated directly on database.
Okay.
There is no application server involvement. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, you are generating Access OData service directly in DB. So you'll generate OData services directly in DB, and you are exposed to wherever you want to show like a front end, like Fiori front end application will be there, right? You'll connect to that one.
Okay. Okay.
Clear? So everything continue.
Yeah, and if our ECC system is on premise and the HANA data and the sidecar is cloud based, will it cause any difficulties in connection, or it will be seamless?
Like sidecar in cloud, that means it is private cloud, not public cloud. Public cloud is not possible. Like private cloud means there are it is almost like a this one.
Right. It's a private cloud. Yeah.
That is private cloud. It is nothing. It is also like standalone system only, but it is maintained by third party. Okay, if you are talking about AWS public cloud, that is entirely different. Okay, so this is just you cannot affect in your landscape. So you are maintaining in other data center. So that is possible.
Okay.
Everything you can have access. Okay.
Yeah. That's all. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Monica having some issues. We can create views only on HANA as a primary database. No, views. What are the views? There are so many views are there. CDS views, HANA as a primary database you can do, and above CDS views. There are HANA CDS views are there. HANA CDS views direct HANA DB. Like HANA DB is detached. Like you can access directly DB. There is previously if you write a program, you have to write an ABAP code only. But here directly DB is detached HANA DB. So you can directly do in HANA DB. And next thing is if you are talking about modeling views, directly HANA DB you can use. It might not need to be a primary DB. Secondary DB also possible if you are doing the modeling views. Okay, let me unmute you. I think Monica, you don't have a mic option, so I cannot. Yeah, how to practice HANA means we are going to give the I'm showing you RDP remote desktop for 3 months. So you can practice there. We'll have all the servers, latest servers 1610 S4 HANA 1610 installation is there with the latest patches. So all the latest servers will sidecar server, everything is available. So you can do a perfect practice. Okay. So here simple finance, simple logistic also there. So practical wise, no doubt, best service you are going to get. So main thing is how much time you are spending on practical, and how much you are exploring, and how much you are following my sessions. That is a matter. Server, there is no issues. Perfect server, you will get it. Okay. Yeah, Fiori, there are two things, Narendra, Fiori. Narendra is what is the prerequisite for Fiori? Fiori, there are front-end development and back-end development. Back-end development will be OData. For back-end development, minimal ABAP knowledge is enough. For front-end development, little JavaScript, HTML knowledge is required. Okay, actually, if you are using Web IDE for PRI application development, that knowledge also not much required. All are navigation. There are so many templates are available. I'll show you. With that template, we can generate the front-end application as front-end app. Okay, like it is like a navigation. Just you will in template you will consume more data, and directly if you want to do any additional add-ons or any controllers, there is a library is available, SDK, software development kit. There all controllers are available at the open source, so you can take any code and you can implement that code. Clear, Narendra? I think. Okay. CDS, Monica, we have HANA CDS directly from HANA database you can do. If you are ABAP CDS, you need to have primary data. CDS is very, in S4 HANA, it is mainly driven by CDS. Like normal traditional SAP R3, it is driven by data dictionary. Like that, it is driven by CDS. CDS is very important. Okay, we are going to discuss all the concept. Okay, SAP HANA is having very bright future in development. See, there is no traditional development in future. Okay, all are CDS, ADBC, modeling, AMDP, these only. Okay, Fiori, these are all the future. Okay, I guess a lot of guys are already, like, the problem is a lot of my students who are already working in S4 HANA and HANA project, they don't know even the new artifacts. Like they are following the traditional approach for all entities. That is a very wrong approach. Okay, yeah. Amlan Das, I was asking about what are the certification. We have, actually I am going to cover HA 400, HA 300, HA 100. Okay, that is a study materials. Coming to certification, AAW 152 and ARN, like modeling certification you can eligible, you can handle, and ABAP HANA certification you can handle, and S4 HANA certification. There are 5 to 6 certifications. We have separate session about certification. Okay, well, I'll explain the certification questions. What are the questions you have to cover, and I'll explain about the different courses also. I'm going to give all the documentation, 400, 300, 100 SAP documentation we are going to provide. If you follow that, you can clear the certifications. Clear? Okay. I guess Amalan, let me unmute. Yeah, Amlan Das. Hi.
Yeah, hi Venkat, this is Amlan. So my question is over here. So regarding practice session HANA, so you guys going to provide us remote system where all this HANA developer tools means all this will be installed, or it?
Yeah, everything like it no need to go for any installation. Just RTP, remote desktop. You know, right? MSTSC, you can get remote desktop.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, in remote desktop, all the servers is there. HANA Studio is installed. Lumira, everything, whatever you want to practice. If you need any additional software, if you ask them, they will provide. Okay, everything is plug and from any system. Like today you are working in one system. After 2 days, you don't want to, like you know, some trouble with your system. You can work on other system. Your landscape permits, you can work from your office also. Like if there is no like firewalls. Okay, it is not like that. Yes.
And another question is, currently I am HANA means already undergone this HANA HA 400 training. Okay. So on that view, so what all certification means? Should I go for a HANA modeler certification or HANA developer certification? That's what I wanted.
HA 400 is ABAP on HANA.
Yeah, ABAP
HAW 152. HANA modeling separate.
Okay.
HANA modeling is separate certification. Like with this course, you can able to handle HANA modeling also, as we are covering HANA modeling, HANA DB, everything, access, HANA native development, access thing, everything you are
And
going.
and another thing, I have basically ABAP background, ABAP and
Hmm.
WebDen Pro background, and with having around 8+ years of experience. Okay, so
Okay, good.
should I go for this HANA modeling, or means how it is? HANA modeling, I know there's a basic
But
SQL, so
but
it is completely different track, or I should go only
no,
on HANA on ABAP.
it is advised to go for ABAP HANA certification. One more thing, if you want to go for ABAP HANA certification, prerequisite is ABAP certification is required, minimal associate level. Okay, without
Okay,
ABAP
okay,
certification, SF is not allowing. So ABAP, if you are ABAP certified, then ABAP HANA certification you can go.
okay, okay, got it. Yeah, I'm ABAP certified, so it's not, it should not be a
So
problem.
it is not an issue. Just I'll guide you guys. I'll give you the material 400 and some interview questions and everything. You can easily get it.
Yeah, thank you, Venkat. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. In our course, we are going to discuss practical, so you can easily get all the concepts. Okay, more practical. Directly, you can go and work on any S4 HANA, HANA, Sidecar HANA projects. Okay, good. And Prasanna, still you have any queries? No, right? Okay. Let me unmute. I cannot unmute you. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Venkat, you just mentioned that ABAP certification is required for ABAP and HANA certification.
Yeah, 100.
Is,
Actually,
okay.
SAP is
But
saying I recently had if you have 10 years experience, there is some exemption is there. My students are saying. So
yeah.
we have to check with your state like SAP education. You have to contact them. Okay, as per my knowledge,
Okay.
till now there is a prerequisite is there. Recently, some changes are happened in HANA certification. They are saying. So just get
Okay.
some confirmation from them.
Okay.
Okay, if
Okay.
you prove some experience, there is no need of above certification. They are saying. So just
Okay.
get confirmation. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Good. Thank you. Now, okay. Just theory. I'll continue tomorrow. Just I'll show you some practical things. So I'll show you some. Just 10 minutes. I'll show you some what are the different tools are available. See, we have HANA Studio. HANA Studio is Eclipse based. Eclipse is the freeware, open source. Okay, SAP taken the core of the Eclipse. They designed their own Eclipse tool called HANA Studio. Okay, all plugins are HANA Studio is the IDE, integrated development environment, Eclipse based integrated development environment. There 80% of 80 to 90% of programming will do using Eclipse tool only. Okay, like some companies if they don't have HANA Studio, we can install your own Eclipse tool, and based on the Eclipse tool, if you add some plugins, web plugins, SAP UEFI plugins, and all the plugins if you install, you can easily do the same way of programming like HANA Studio. It is possible with the Eclipse tool also. And recently SAP they are asking for HANA 2.0. What is HANA 2? HANA 2.0 is advanced. Like if you are talking about modeling, we'll have calculation view, analytical view, attribute view. In HANA 2.0, it is merged. They introduced a new concept called only calculation view. There is no analytical attribute. And HANA 2.0 is access advanced. So it is programming is like we do most of programming in Web IDE, HANA Web IDE. Like it is HANA Studio, advanced to HANA Studio Web IDE is there. HANA Web IDE, most of programming we can do with HANA Web IDE. HANA Web IDE is a web-based tool. Okay. you are going to get this server here. All the servers are pre-configured, like S4 HANA system and PW HANA system. All systems are pre-configured. So you can use all types of different systems, ECC and sidecar system, ECC and SLT. So you can practice all types of servers here. Okay, so see, this is the HANA system. Okay, here HANA Studio, we have different perspectives. Perspectives is like a environment. Like if you want to do ABAP coding, ABAP perspective. So Windows. If you want to do DB coding, HANA database DB perspective, HANA modeling perspective, or debugging perspective. Here, advantage of debugging, while debugging only you can do the change the code. Okay, perspective, open perspective, like different, like in our home you have kitchen, a bedroom, storeroom, different activities you will do. In the same way, there are ABAP perspective, you will do ABAP coding, Java perspective, Java coding, debug perspective, debug coding, debugging. Okay, HANA development, HANA modeler, there are each environment will do different of programmings. We are going to discuss about all type of programmings. Now, if I open ABAP perspective, like if you want to ABAP perspective, backend SAP logon should be there. Without SAP logon, it will work. It won't work. It will convert indirectly. It will convert it to SAP logon. Okay. So if you want to create new connection, okay. So if you want to, like here, ABAP project, if you select ABAP project, see whatever are there logon, from logon I can able to see. Once if you create a project, it will be available in your project explorer. Anytime you can work on that. Okay, so if I open this one, I have to give the password. I'll explain everything in detail. Just I want to show a little demo. Okay, here we can do programs. Okay, we can have programs. Okay, you can directly write a reports. Any all like one thing, whatever you can do with GUI, everything you can do with HANA Studio. Whatever you can do with HANA Studio, everything is not possible with GUI. Like AMDP and CDSUs is not possible with this one. So you can write this type of reports. You can write here. Okay, class, like classes. Like without internal table we can do that. I'll explain you later. MDP. Okay, core data services. There are so many concepts are there. I'll going to explain one after one. So here you can create class here. Okay, like DB developments in Access project you can do DB development like attribute view, analytical view, and these are all. Okay, clear? So in next session, I'm going to discuss more theory, and we'll start practical from tomorrow, basics from tomorrow. Okay. If you have any queries, you can ask me anytime. Okay. Tomorrow and so today's sessions, if you have any queries, you can ask later also. Okay. So I am always recommending for more interactive sessions. Okay. Anytime you can ask the queries. Any doubts? Prasanna, still any issues? Like, do you have any queries? Hi, Prasanna.
Yeah. So, do I need to be a JavaScript or HTML5 expert?
No,
Or
no, 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 no. Like it's your career plan. If you want to be as a pure Fiori HANA consultant, then you can concentrate on that. For ABAP HANA,
okay.
it is not required. It is not required. It is fully ABAP coding only, but object oriented, mostly object oriented. Object oriented
Okay.
analysis required. Okay, that I am going to
Okay.
explain. Okay, object oriented I'll cover. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay,
Okay. Thank
okay,
you.
okay. Thank you. Geeta,
Yeah, I'm aware. Like the
tell
programming
me.
concept for both sidecar and primary DB, is it the same? Like ADBC, link ADBC and
Yeah,
ADB, this common
ADBC is for
concept, right?
ADBC is sidecar. ADBC will work on sidecar only. In primary DB, ADBC is
Okay,
not
okay.
required. Web database
Okay.
connectivity.
And again,
Second, yeah,
okay, so ADBC is only for sidecar approach.
exactly.
Okay, and one more thing, primary DB means HANA migration is the first step. After HANA
Yeah,
migration,
then
you
only.
can
You,
start.
you, you, you have to change your entire DB into HANA DB, and it may be S4 HANA or Business Suite on HANA. Then you have to start your like migration activities also you are going to cover. How to do migration, what is the pre-migration activities, post-migration activity. I'm expert in, I done 3 migrations and 2 implementation, and I done Asia's first implementation in S4 HANA 1610 in detailed project that also I'll share you that knowledge. So everything we are going to cover. Okay, migration as well as implementation, greenfield implementation, we are going to cover.
Okay. So in the side,
Okay.
no migration. It is only the SLT or SLT,
Yeah,
the data
SLT.
gets replicated between
Yeah,
admin
SL,
and
yes. SLT is system landscape transformation from R3 DB to HANA DB. Okay, that is SLT.
okay.
From HANA DB, you are accessing with application programming. ABAP, if you are accessing HANA DB, that is ADBC. Clear?
Okay. Okay.
That is
Then.
this clear.
Thanks.
So if you have any queries in sessions, you can get more clarity. Okay, we'll discuss about SLT also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Geeta. Anybody having any other queries? Please raise. I can unmute you. Kapil, any query? Monica, I guess you are clear. Just let me open questions. Yeah, JavaScript. Okay. Venkata. Hi, Venkata. Are you clear?
Are you finished? Yes.
Okay. Okay, no issues. We'll have a continuous session. Amal having query, I think. Amal, I cannot unmute you. Oh. Yeah.
Hi,
Tell me,
Venkat.
Amal. Yeah, tell me, Amal.
Yeah, so Venkat, my question is over here is see on HANA is a bit for maybe further side. So there is two CDS view available actually, core data services available. One is
Yes.
ABAP core data services and another is HANA core data services. So
Exactly.
is it something to do with this sidecar approach or
sidecar approach is like it is depend upon architecture how you are defining. In sidecar approach, you can develop HANA CDS only because we have separate HANA DB. Like if you are having primary databases HANA, then only you can develop ABAP CDS.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
That is okay. So we'll get more clarity. Okay, I'll explain the CDS. I'll take a very depth knowledge I'll give you because that is very important. It is the heart of HANA development. Okay. Okay, guys. I think Geeta, any query? Okay. Okay, no issues. Guys, I'm concluding the session for today. I'm winding up. Tomorrow we can have same time. Just if you have any queries, you can. Sri, any queries, Sripal? Hello?
Yes. As a
Yeah,
Java background, what course I can suit to take? What is the best course for me?
yeah, this is also suitable. Like modeling and everything, you can handle. So you can get some ABAP knowledge also. So this is also suitable for you. Just go through tomorrow demo also. Just you be there. If you feel you can like manage these things, it is also very good. Like in future, there is no traditional programming in SAP. Okay, entirely in HANA based programming. So this is also best option for you. Okay, if you want to, like PRI also we are going to concentrate later. First, if you get some knowledge on this, we can extend your knowledge on PRI. Okay, so ABAP, this entire HANA development is also suitable for you. Okay.
Okay. Here, ABAP and HANA or HANA 2.0 course also on your website it is there. What is the difference between those two courses?
Yeah, HANA 2.0 they discuss about only HANA DB. Like
Okay,
there is
okay.
no programming, only HANA DB only. Here I'm covering everything. HANA 2.0
Okay.
also covered and everything we are going. It is a full-fledged end-to-end HANA development course. Okay, most of cases they'll take the bits and pieces, but here we are going to cover entire thing.
Will you give brief introduction about the brief information about the BW also?
Yes, sure. Actually, we are going to develop modeling, HANA modeling, expert level HANA modeling. I'll explain. Okay.
Okay. That covers BW also, you mean?
That is called HANA BW. Like BW for HANA one concept is there. That is there. It will cover the HANA modeling.
Okay.
It is analytical and HANA. HANA modeling is analytical and HANA.
Okay.
BW is different. It is analytical and HANA. You can get a role as a HANA modeler also. There are a lot of opportunities out there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, team. We'll meet tomorrow at same time, and tomorrow we'll have some more practical sessions, and I'll explain more theoretical. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you,
And
Venkat.
bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much for attending session. Bye.